Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Right now, we're going to talk about some Eastern astrology. And we're going to make it a little simpler so we don't have to be talking about the chakras and all that shit, because really all those are just different names of trying to pinpoint the specific degree that you are. You see what I'm saying? And when we want to talk about Eastern astrology and Vedic and things of that nature, if we're going to talk about where the stars actually are, then we can't just be talking about the 12 constellations. We're gonna have to talk about all the constellations that's surrounding this shit. So, before we get into anything, now, one of the highest constellations in this solar system as a group of stars is Draco. So look at Draco like the sun's hair. Look at the sun like the eye, like the face or something. You see what I'm saying? Look at the moon as just the inner emotions that's revolving it, right? Look at Mercury like the throat. Look at Venus almost like the heart, almost like look at Earth almost like the gut, what could be made solid in reality, the food, you know what I'm saying, the nurture. You see what I'm saying? You could look at Jupiter like the hips. You know what I'm saying? Like the hips. Look at Mars like the pelvic, the root chakra, like the sexual energy. You see what I'm saying? Look at Saturn like the knees, like the kneecaps. You see what I'm saying? Look at Uranus like the shins. You see what I'm saying? And part of your anus. look at Neptune like the feet. You see what I'm saying? And look at Pluto like this, the end of the tail. You know what I'm saying? Then it goes back to the head. You see what I'm saying? So in so many ways, shape, or form, Chinese and things of that nature kind of related the eye to dragon and try to relate it to the roundness. So when I was talking about how the frequency becomes a line, then it goes into 2D. Now it's a vibration. Then once it gets to 3D, it's because it's the energy, and then the energy has to come back to itself. So it created the round. The Chinese gonna relate that to the snake, the dragon. So a lot of Eastern Vedic and things of that nature is tied to Asian shit. You know what I'm saying? So to really get a clear understanding of Eastern astrology and Vedic, you really need to understand some Chinese, some Chinese shit, some Asian shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they got that shit down packed. But I've been through all civilizations. I've been here before all that shit. So I'm giving you a clear concept of things right now. Like you are all, none of you are humans. You are all aliens. You see what I'm saying? Now, take the spookism out of aliens. When I say aliens, that just means extraterrestrial. So that means you are from different light sources. So anything that's living, that has a being, that has a vessel, and that's moving on a planet is not of that planet. So any being that's habited on a planet is in survival mode because it's not from that planet. A tree ain't in no fucking survival mode. Plants ain't in no fucking survival mode. So if you here in survival mode, you have to use plants. You have to use trees in order for you to survive. So you have to use the shit that's from here so you to stay here. So you're not from here. This is why you would never find origins to any species or any being here. It's all an illusion under the sun and the ramifications of the concepts and the words and the sounds and the sigils and the emotions and the vibrations that we all agree to the terms of the conditions on. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about all the constellations and things of that nature, now, as a spirit, see, when we talk about, now we say reptilians and things, and snake lights and things of that nature come from reptilians. Okay, all of that is true. But here's the thing of it. It's basically a concept of knowledge. So when you came here, you automatically understand the frequency of 3D, right? So for you to understand 1D and 2D, in so many words, you spiritually have to travel backwards, because you already in 3D when you came here in this experience. So when I say you're all aliens, you're not human. You're just all aliens having a human experience. So you choose to have a human experience. So you choose to have the illusion of things. So when you try to figure out things into the illusion, it's going to seem far-fetched because it's a part of an illusion. You find what you think you see, but what you see is actually what you're creating. So that's what scientists don't understand. Scientists created the atom. So what they looking for, they're going to find an atom. Duh. They created an atom. So that's what the fuck you're going to find. Duh. But for the most part, then they'll tell you that stupid shit themselves. But they still doing years and millions of dollars of technology to try to figure out how atoms work. And they created the atom in the first place. Get that $1 trillion to me, and we can get some balls going. We can get some ball rolling. No homo. We can get the ball rolling. But you know, as far as motherfucking when we talk about the Draco constellation, reptilians and things of that nature, yeah, things got manifested out of that energy, so it may appear a certain way. But when you came here, you looked at it as 3D, right? So you perceiving everything as 3D. Draco was part of the constellation that created the 1 and the 2D before the 3D first. You see what I'm saying? So when a lot of those beings and stuff get manifested here, they come through two-dimensional. So it's like snake-like, alligator-like. You know what I'm saying? Can't really perceive the 3D realm of reality in a way that a human can. But the knowledge that 1D and 2D have, you would never understand it because you was evolved in 3D. You see what I'm saying? There's big knowledge in 1D and 2D. But that's another video. Right now we just gonna get into some Eastern shit right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some Eastern astrology. The real way. Now, we want to talk about Draco. When people want to talk about Palladians and people want to talk about the Octarians and reptilians and things of that nature, look, we all carrying certain for you to be in this realm of reality, you're carrying shades of all lights. It's just the more shade you gear towards is the more energetic force that you may carry. There's no right or wrong to any of it, but you are a blending of all of it. You see what I'm saying? But some may just come in stronger lights than others. So that's when we come to certain degrees and things of that nature. Certain lights. That's all it is. Certain spaces in the sky that's carrying certain vibrations. Now, we're gonna get to some popular ones. We're on the Draco constellation right now. So the degrees to be in for you to have the Draco constellation energy, and for you to have, if you want to so-called call it reptilian energy or reptile energy or whatever like that. Now it spans amongst even my degree. Now for notice second notice, however you want to call it, NODUS number 2 or whatever, from 15 to 17 degrees Aries, right? 1 degrees Taurus, 12 degrees Cancers, 8 degree Leos. Oh, that's why I get along with 12 degrees Cancers. 6 degree Virgos, 1 degree Libras, 3 degree Libras. Hold on. 23 degree Scorpios, 8 degree Sagittariuses, 10 degrees Sagittariuses, 23 degree Sagittariuses, 26 degree Sagittarius, and 11 degree Sagittariuses, 24 and 27 degree Sagittariuses. These motherfuckers can be the energy straight force from Draco. So if this is your sun sign, this is what you illuminated in. It's part of your physical. It's part of your actions. How you carry things out. If it's your moon, it's part of who you are. Your emotional stance on things. You see what I'm saying? If it's your ascendant, it's your personality. A lot of your personal issues you may deal with. Your personal circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Your characteristics. Even if you see it or you don't. This is what others may see from you. You see what I'm saying? So, when we talk about Draco itself, this is like just carrying high knowledge or sacred knowledge or secretive. Now, when we say secretive, now this doesn't necessarily has to be bad. It just means from the core. It just means a person who may not reveal all their thoughts. And that's everybody. Everybody thoughts, all of them don't need to be revealed. You know what I'm saying? These people just may do a little bit more with their emotions and their thoughts than others. But for the most part, that's all it means. But from a standpoint, when a person do dive into that realm, when they go so far into that realm and do play out in ways that they do end up learning certain things and things of that nature from the dark realm and being a dark worker and things of that nature. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, that's all it means. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just carrying high knowledge, high frequencies, and able to know how to understand overall concepts. You see what I'm saying? To the point that is able to logically understand concepts in the yin realm. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we go to like something else popular, Hercules. Now, Hercules, let's see what degrees you have to be for if you part of the Hercules energy. Now, Hercules, 24 degrees Scorpios, 29 degrees Scorpios, 0 degrees Sagittariuses, 6 degrees Sagittariuses, 13 to 14 degrees Sagittariuses, 16 degrees Sagittariuses, and 18 through 19 degrees Sagittariuses. All y'all is carrying, there's a bunch of other degrees, but they just being backed. Y'all could possibly be, anytime it's like a span of degrees, these stars is like behind or in front of the prominent star. So you have to pay attention. Pay attention, like when you're looking at the Pacific degree, this is why you have those two numbers after your degree. The later it is or the earlier it is, pay attention to that, because that'll let you know the pinpoint of the Pacific degree you is. Because a lot of degrees is going to land on the same degree, but how to know, since it's like they so far out, so the stars is going to seem like they're closer together than they really are. So how you perceiving the light, the more pinpoint you can know which one you is paying attention. If it's the early amount of your, if you have say you have a 10 degree something, it may be an early or a late 10 degree by them last two numbers. You see what I'm saying? And that'll let you know what Pacific degree you are when you come across degrees on this, when you talk about fixed stars and talk about Eastern astrology and things of that nature. Now, yeah, Hercules. Now, Hercules is always in survival mode. So these people are in survival mode emotionally, and these people gain emotional courage. So these people may be emotionally manipulative. These people may encourage a lot of other people to do their dirty work a lot of times, and then a lot of times these people keep their own empowerment to themselves and only show their power when it's beneficial to themselves a lot of times. So these people can act out in ways they can use people, but for the most part, these people, they can be used as crutches for others in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? These people are loyal people. You know what I'm saying? They're loyal to a cause, but key word, a cause. So you know what I'm saying? So if you carry in the Hercules energy, you know what I'm saying, keep in mind that you don't have people around just like for your benefit, or just for your use, or just for you trying to run something or something like that, or you trying to control something. Don't have people around just for that. Be more relatable, more acceptable to what other people want to do, and more helpful to what other people are trying to do, and things of that nature. See what I'm saying? Now we could talk about something else. Let's talk about Pegasus. We could talk about Orion too, because a lot of Orion beings on this earth. We can talk about Palladians. Now Orion, a lot of Orions in survival mode too, because they're not from here. They from another sun. You know what I'm saying? When we want to talk about series and things of that nature, this is different solar systems within this Milky Way. Like I said, Milky Ways is like countries. You see what I'm saying? The universe is like a globe, and galaxies is like countries. Our galaxy is the Milky Way. Then you got states. You know what I'm saying? But I like to say solar systems is beings. You know what I'm saying? So we could say like a state. You know what I'm saying? Got many different cities in it. The cities is the planets and the people in it. You like you. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to Star Wars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just giving you an idea how it's perceived. But as far as a solar system itself, this is a being. You see what I'm saying? And you got a lot of solar systems within this galaxy. And this galaxy is called the Milky Way. You see what I'm saying? Now Orion, a lot of Orion motherfuckers is Gemini motherfuckers. You got 10 degree Geminis, 15 degrees Geminis, 19 degrees Geminis, 21 degrees Geminis, 21 degree Geminis, 22 degrees Geminis, 23 degree Geminis, 25, 27 degrees Geminis. Damn, all Geminis, and you got heavy motherfucking stars. If you a motherfucking 27 through 28 degrees Gemini, you a fucking Beetlejuice. You see what I'm saying? If you a 19 through 20 degrees Gemini, you a fucking a Bellatrix. These are motherfucking powerful stars. You see what I'm saying? Now, to talk about Orion, this is from another star. It's another star system off the bat. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you see a star constellation that's a shape of a person, like a being, scratch really, because they really trying to say our solar system is like animals and shit like that, but you got Virgo and you got Aquarius. But reason why they got these certain annotations, these broad annotations, these broad religious annotations, like with Aquarius and with Virgo, as far as them being like the human ones and things of that nature. Because really, when you find a solar system, like a star constellation that's not in shape of an animal, say it's in shape of a human, this is representing another solar system. You see what I'm saying? It's representing another sun. Anytime a solar system is drew out as a person, that's another. The ancients knew this. Y'all motherfuckers might not knew this, but I was there. You see what I'm saying? I'm Archangel Uriel. I was there. The reason you would make it a man or a woman, because it's another being. You see what I'm saying? So that's just like, it's like another solar system. So those star constellations is mingling with ours. So it's like sex. It's just you may not understand this high realm of reality because it's less dense. And the only way you can understand sex or understand the way energies join is through your human experience. Like I said, you are an alien just having a human experience. You see what I'm saying? Because you're in a human vessel. Just like a bug, a bee is just an alien having a bumblebee experience in this realm of reality. You see what I'm saying? Based upon how they was vibrating wherever they transformed from the first place. Just the same way as you. See what I'm saying? So understand that anytime you run into a constellation that's the shape of a being, it's from another sun, another solar system. So when we talk about Orion is another sun, right? So in this solar system, this is like a draconic solar system. See, that's we getting into another video right now. See, we get into another video. Now, is the being you in is a pet? That's a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying? But look, we're gonna talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But Orion, yeah, it's from another sun. So anybody who utilize their voice, utilize their action, but like mainly their voice, like if they get into radio, anything that's dealing with radio, and like things that can pick up on antennas, things that pick up on emotional antennas. So that's like dealing with comedy, radio that's talking about things that's tragic, that's good. Anytime you can use your light to talk about the light that's going on in this illusion, you will always succeed. So anytime you find anything that's in politics, business, education, entertainment, anytime you can find a source that you can use your voice to talk about the things that's going on in this realm of reality, you will always succeed. And radio is the most prominent. Second to that, comedy, because you can attack the emotions and feelings by talking about things that's going on right now. But mainly radio, politics, and comedy. And get into anybody who get into that's carrying Orion energy, you'll off the back succeed. You can have the most awkwardest sarcasm in the world. It will be received. You see what I'm saying? And once again, that's 10 degrees Gemini. That's like 15 through 27 degrees Gemini. All y'all motherfuckers got it. 10 degrees and it's 10 degrees, but then it skipped all the way to 15 degrees, then 18 through 21 degrees, then 22 through 27 degrees, Geminis. Y'all motherfuckers got the voice box. So that even plays into music. So if you a Gemini, if you a Gemini that lands on one of these degrees, 10, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, and 27, or even a 1 degree Cancer. If you make music, and you a Gemini with this energy, with this Orion energy, because you from Orion, if you make music and you don't utilize your music to talk about what's actually going on, you will never sell any records. You wasting your time. You really need to consider, if you make music and you a Gemini that fall under this degree, or a 1 degree Cancer, and you make bullshit music, you would never sell a record, based upon, like, you really need to understand, like if you listening to this right now, and you looking at yourself like, man, I need to make it. But if you looking at your music and it's like you following trends, like you're not talking about what's actually going on in this realm of reality. Like, these kind of Geminis have to talk about, like, politics, or talk about what's going on and the woes in the world and stuff like that, because the way you will articulate the words ain't from here. So you may not understand it in a way I'm trying to pick it up. Like, my knowledge ain't just for Earth. Like, my knowledge, I'm trying to give people a wide span understanding of things from an Earth perspective, because I'm here now. But my knowledge ain't just limited to fucking Earth. Like, beings from other places can pick what I'm talking about up and understand it. That's why you may be in a certain illusion or a certain ritual or a certain spell because of what you're into. Like, you may be into certain religion or Kemet or something like that, to the point that you're still cling to Earth in so many ways. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to get you to understand is, my knowledge ain't even based just to Earth. It's not even limited to Earth, motherfuckers. I'm talking to everybody in the whole universe. You see what I'm saying? I'm Uriel for real. I got a lot of different bodies and incarnations everywhere. But to talk about Orion, that's not from this sun. So I'm telling you, even if you don't believe me, if you fall under any one of those fucking degrees as a Gemini, anytime you use your voice to talk about things that's going on, you will always succeed. Anytime you use your voice for shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, or shit that's just in your own mind, you will always fail. Because a lot of times the shit that's in your own mind ain't even really from here anyway. So you're just supposed to use that to dissect and use your analytic air to talk about shit that's going on. And I'm gonna stop this video before it get too long, but I'm gonna do some more. You know what I'm saying? Shit back online. Flake boss, bitch. Goddamn air.